All right, Bart and I now joined by our NFL insider, Connor Hughes. Connor, we got your take after Thursday night's first round. Now that the entire draft's complete, what's your overall take on what the Jets did?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the easiest way to put it is that I don't dislike what they did. I don't think I'm angry or annoyed or turned off by anything that they accomplished on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But overall, when I look at it, I think I'm just a little underwhelmed. I mean, I think when you look at the number of the players that they drafted and selected, right, it almost looked like the Jets approached this draft, which is how you should approach most drafts, with an eye towards the future, right? I mean, Connor Rogers kind of hit on it perfectly, specifically with the McDonald pick, right? You get the pass rusher in here now, situational rusher this year. You hope he can add some weight, and then maybe he replaces Carl Lawson or Bryce Huff, who eventually move on. But when I look at the Jets, I see a team that kicked open their win-now window the moment they went out there and traded for a 39-year-old quarterback. So I kind of thought they would have approached this draft with that kind of a mindset, basically looking for guys that were going to be immediate difference makers this year, not necessarily in 2025, 2026. I mean, Tippmann, same thing. He's probably going to sit behind Connor McGovern or Ben Jones, whom the Jets are still in on, and not necessarily start right away. So I don't hate anything the Jets did. This could turn out to be a heck of a coup for them, but I just thought they would have approached it a little differently than what they did.
Connor, maybe just as important as anything is getting Quennin Williams, though, locked up in the long term. Now that the draft's behind them, what's the latest on those extension talks right now?
Well, they're going to re-engage now. I mean, this is kind of when things are going to kick into high gear. The NFL draft, free agency, things like that, you know, they've got to take care of themselves. That's what's going to steal the majority of Joe Douglas's attention. Now he can kind of shift his attention and move forward with taking care of some in-house. And I think Quennin Williams is atop that list. A lot of the guys that needed to get paid to set the market at that position have. About the only one who hasn't in Dexter Lawrence, and that's trending in the right direction across town with the New York Giants. So it's trending in the right direction. I still think it's going to get done before training camp. It's just a matter of how high it's going to go for Quennin.
Yeah, I think because of the draft, I think that enables them to be able to do that because they have some flexibility. You know, you think about bringing in McDonald, this gives you the opportunity if you need to walk away from, you know, Carl Lawson's contract and save $15 million, you can do that. We already anticipate that Corey Davis probably will be gone, you know, June 2nd. So that's $26 million right there. I think you can really see the influences that Joe Douglas has had over his career in Howie Roseman and Ozzie Newsome as he made sure that he got the best player available, but he also got the depth that gives him the ability to be able to walk away from a veteran. Those are always tough decisions, to walk away from a player that can help you win now for somebody that can help you win in the future, so you can go out and prioritize a guy who's earned the bag, a guy who has walked the walk and talked the talk and, you know, played with the Jets during some really tough years. And you want to reward him because the effect that it has on your entire locker room.
All right, Connor, you noted it earlier that the Jets are in clear win-now mode. So to get to that Super Bowl that they're trying to get to, what are the one or two priorities remaining in your mind moving forward this offseason?
Yeah, I will say that too. I honestly, I know you guys are debating it. I would kind of be surprised if the Jets move on from Carl Lawson. Robert Saleh, I think, dispelled that notion at the owners' meetings when he was saying as long as Carl can walk, he's going to be a member of this team or at least play out his contract. Corey Davis is the unique one. I mean, that's one where Robert Saleh keeps speaking glowingly of him. Joe Douglas keeps speaking glowingly of him. I mean, it's almost like they just plan on keeping him, which doesn't make too much sense to me, but we'll see on that one. Top priority for me, it's the one that I don't think the Jets really addressed in the NFL draft, and that's the interior of the defensive line, right? They were in on A'Shawn Robinson before he signed with the New York Giants. The name I'd keep an eye on now is Al Woods. He's still a free agent. The Jets have been interested in him. I think they can get him at a pretty good deal now that they are through the NFL draft, and he would fill a major need because the Jets have all these pass rushers. They have all these guys that can get after the quarterback. They don't necessarily have that beef in the middle that can shut down the run. So I think that's probably the one spot they're going to look towards for the veterans in the free agent market right now to kind of shore that up.
All right, Connor, good stuff. Thanks so much as always, and get some rest. You deserve it now. Been a long weekend.
I'll try.